Welcome to the Christopher Jimenez Show. This is the 28th episode of the show, and a very special episode. May the 4th be with you. I love all things Star Wars, so this is an especially fun day for me. I mean, there's nothing really special about this podcast. I didn't plan anything special, I'm not going to do any voices or anything like that, because I'm really terrible at those things. So, know your limits. Know your limits, but some would say that my limits would be, to not even do a podcast, but that's neither here nor there. You need to stretch yourself also. So, but I love all things Star Wars. In fact, after I finish this podcast, I'm going to watch The Empire Strikes Back. So I'm really excited for that. At least I'll start it. I probably won't finish it. New daughter and all. She's got to go to bed, but she has to know what Star Wars is. And we're, of course, going to be going to Star Wars weekends at the end of May here at Walt Disney World. I am broadcasting live from sunny Miami, Florida. It's been a beautiful, gorgeous weekend, just really warm, upper 80s, even breaking into the 90s, blue skies. It's just beautiful. My aunt's visiting from New York, and she hates the cold, which is a problem because she lives in New York. But she can visit us at any time. We always have great weather down here. Well, as you know, I've been conducting a giveaway on my blog, wetalkofholythings.com. I was giving away the book, Boring, Finding an Extraordinary God in Your Ordinary Life. It's actually really, a pretty good book. It's not, not every book you read has to be or can be a life-changing experience, and it certainly wasn't for me. It was more of a, hey, Chris, wake up. Smell the roses. You got to live in the now. You have to know that God has you here where you are for a purpose, and you have to look around and find that purpose, which is basically to fulfill everyday life and do everything with the best of your abilities, as unto the Lord. So somebody has won. I have sent the email out to that individual asking them to please reply, claim their prize, and once they claim their prize, I'll go ahead and share their identity on my blog, and you can check out their information if they choose to give away that information. I don't want to, force them to make themselves publicly known, but I definitely want to get that book to them, and I recommend that you take a look at it when you get a chance. Written by Michael Kelly. You can follow him on Twitter at _ Michael Kelly. Simple enough. Kelly spelled Kelley. Switching gears a little bit, you know that I'm a basketball freak. I coached basketball, for little kids, but I coached it. I had fun with it. So I love the game. I'm not physically gifted to be able to play very well, but I love analyzing it. I love drawing up plays. I love analyzing defenses and what works, what doesn't work. So I'm a little bit of a student of the game, maybe not the greatest student, but nonetheless a student. Hey, the Pacers made it through. I wish I should have loaded up the applause thing here. The sound effects aren't up, but good for them. They made it through. They had that Game 7, which is what they worked for so hard for, to have Game 7 on their home court. They took that Game 7. Booyah. Good for them. Now they get to play the Wizards, which, in my estimation, I didn't think anything of the Wizards when they came into the playoffs. I thought the Bulls were going to steamroll them, even without anybody to score the basketball. I thought they were just going to crush them, stifle them with their defense and move on. But, hey, they're hot right now. They've got a great point guard. They've got a pretty decent two guard. They've got some pieces. So, they might be able to give the Pacers some fits. That was unexpected. I certainly didn't think it was going to happen, but hey, it could happen. Heat have Brooklyn. That's my Miami Heat going up against Brooklyn. The Heat Killers, right? They beat us every single game this year that they've played. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. The playoffs are a different animal, baby. We'll see how LeBron, how Chris Bosh, how Dwayne Wade respond this coming week. Hey, They haven't had much playtime. Hopefully LeBron's got his leg healthy. Hopefully D Wade is healthy as well. He can return to his old ways, which is just pure dominance. Hopefully Chris Bosh shakes off that rust and gets back into playoff form here really soon. They should dominate just like they've dominated for the past 4 years, but we'll see what happens. Switching gears, I have something coming up. I'm planning to host a summer Skype study. We are I've contacted Jonathan Brower, who is a well-known speaker in my circles, the Plymouth Brethren circles, and we are going to conduct a summer Skype study. Hopefully once a month. We're planning on doing this once a month. We're going to start in the month of June. Have a meeting on what it means to love the Lord with all your heart in June. Then in July, we'll talk about what it means to love the Lord with all your soul. Then the next month, we'll do with all your mind, and finally with all your strength. Leading up to each of those topics, I plan to write several articles regarding, asking this question regarding either the hearts. Well, we'll start off with the heart. So during the month of May, on the blog, WeTalkOfHolyThings.com, I'll be posting quite a bit about what it means to love the Lord with all your heart. Hopefully, Jonathan Brower doesn't totally contradict me. We'll see about that and how that goes. But hopefully it should be an interesting study. It should be a good study. I'm really excited about it. I know he is very excited about it, and some of the people whom I've spoken to about this Skype study are pretty excited as well. Now the whole world knows. So hopefully we can get this going. We should. it shouldn't be a problem. I already have Skype set up so that it will record the message. We'll go ahead and edit it a little bit. I'll come up here on Skype on this show. I'll introduce it, and we'll play it for you guys here on the podcast. Let's see. Well, that's about all I have time for today. Again, may the 4th be with you. You can follow me on Twitter at CJMNZ8. Again, that's CJMNZ8. The blog, WeTalkOfHolyThings.com. My other blog, GoAwayReadBooks.blogspot.com. Peace.